This is the magic Bojabi tree. Wow. Long ago, a dry wind blew across the plains of Africa. No rain fell. The grass shriveled. Trees died. The earth was as dry as a piece of old leather. Elephant, giraffe, zebra, monkey, and tortoise trudged across the cracked earth looking for a smidgen to eat. Then, in the distance, they saw a tree. What a marvellous tree it was, covered in red, ripe fruit, smelling of sweetest mangoes, fat as melons, juicy as pomegranates. But wrapped tightly around the tree was the largest python the animals had ever seen. His coils held the branches up so high that not even the tallest giraffe could reach the fruit. "Leave this to me," said Elephant. "I'm not scared of a python. A python could never swallow me." He stepped forward. "Excuse me, Python, we're hungry. Please would you uncoil so we can reach the fruit?" "Not until you've told me the name of the tree." "That's absurd," said Elephant. "We don't know its name." Tiny Tortoise spoke up. "My great-great-grandmother told me about this tree. Only the king of the jungle knows its name, but he lives far away." "I run faster than all of you," said Zebra. "I'll go." So Zebra shot off across the hot, dry earth. He ran and ran until he finally came to a cool shelter where the king was lying in the shade, with his mane beautifully fluffed and his tail neatly curled. "Great king," said Zebra, "we're hungry. We've found a sweet mango, melon, pomegranate tree, but Python won't let us eat the fruit until we say the name of the tree." Lion opened one eye. He didn't like being disturbed when he was snoozing. "A mango, melon, pomegranate tree. The name of the tree is Bojabi." Then he sighed heavily and went back to sleep. Zebra put his head down and charged back. He was so busy thinking about how fast he was going, he tripped over a root and fell. "What's the name of the tree?" the animals called out. "The name of the tree is..." Zebra shook his head as he tried to remember. "The name of the tree is Bongani." But of course, he was wrong, and Python wouldn't budge. By now, the animals were weak with hunger. "Someone else will have to ask the king," they said. "Let me go," chittered Monkey. "I'm cleverer than Zebra. I'll remember the name." So Monkey scampered over the hot earth and swung through the dry trees, chattering until he came to where the king was lying in the shade, with his mane beautifully fluffed and his tail neatly curled. "Great King!" said Monkey. Lion lifted his head and roared, "What now?" "We're hungry. We found a sweet mango, melon, pomegranate tree, but Python won't let us eat the fruit until—" "I've already told Zebra. Now I'll tell you. But don't ask again. The name of the tree is Bojabi." Bojabi. Monkey scampered away, chittering and chattering. "Clever monkey, clever me, cleverest monkey in the whole country." He was so busy chitter-chattering that when he got to the tree, he suddenly stopped. "What's the name of the tree?" the animals groaned. "The name of the tree is—" Monkey shook his head as he tried to remember. "The name of the tree is Munjani?" But of course, he was wrong, and Python wouldn't budge. Elephant pushed himself forward. "I'll go. Elephants never forget." So he plodded over the hot, dry earth. The king was wide awake by now. His mane was ruffled and his tail was twitching. "Great King," said Elephant, "we're hungry. We found—" "I know, and you want to know the name of the tree. I've told Zebra, I've told Monkey, and I'll tell you, but I'm not telling anyone else. The name of the tree is Bojabi, so don't forget." Elephant flapped his ears and stamped up some dust. "I never forget anything," he said in a huff. All the way back, he flapped and stamped. "Ha! Me forget? What does a lion know? I can remember all the rivers in Africa, all the stars in the sky, all the insects on this earth." He was so busy remembering them that when he got to the tree, he suddenly stopped. "What's the name of the tree?" the animals whispered hoarsely. "The name of the tree is—" Elephant shook his head. "The name of the tree is Umfani." But of course, he was wrong, and Python wouldn't budge. Tiny Tortoise spoke up. "Let me go." The other animals laughed at him. "Ha! You're too tiny and slow," they said. "But I know how to remember," said Tortoise. "My great-great-grandmother taught me." So Tiny Tortoise crept over the hot, dry earth, one slow footstep at a time. When he eventually reached the king, he was pacing up and down with his mane standing out in angry tufts and his tail snapping through the air. Lion took one look at Tortoise and roared, "I know what you've come for! I've told Zebra, I've told Monkey, I've told Elephant, now I won't tell you. I won't tell you the name of the tree is Bojabi." Tiny Tortoise crept off without saying a word. "Bojabi," he whispered to himself. "Bojabi for you, Bojabi for me. What will bring down the fruit of the tree? Bojabi, Bojabi, Bojabi." All the way back he sang his song, and because he walked so carefully and slowly, he didn't stumble, or bump into things, or forget. Bojabi for you, Bojabi for me, what will bring down the fruit of the tree? Bojabi, Bojabi, Bojabi. Bojabi, Bojabi, Bojabi. The moment Python heard the words, he uncoiled and slithered away. The branches of the tree bent low. The animals reached up and tasted the red, ripe fruit that smelled of sweetest mangoes, fat as melons, juicy as pomegranates. It was better than anything they had ever tasted. They ate and ate. Then the animals lifted tiny Tortoise high. They circled the tree and sang, Bojabi for you, Bojabi for me. We know the name of this magical tree. Bojabi, Bojabi, Bojabi. And they never forgot. Now, do you know the name of this magical tree? The magic Bojabi tree.